Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
We are entering the 5th season. Now here on Earth we have 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. The Brown family is entering the 5th season, the celestial season, where you can find their celestial kingdom, which we will never ever see.
And it seems like it is the same season of their life yet again, where they're looking for homes next to each other.
Yes, a lot has happened since our last episode, which is actually nothing has happened. So we're all up to speed. If you've listened to season 4, then you're all up to speed.
Nothing has happened since season 3, technically, because they
sure.
ended in the same exact spot.
Yes, yes.
Season 5, episode 1, Polygamist Death Threat.
Polygamist death threat. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Dun dun dun.
Insert sound effect. The episode opens with another summary of their move to Vegas. So we need to be reminded again and again and again that they moved to Vegas. The kids were not happy about this.
But before they even summarize the moving to Vegas yet again, the first recap that they do is the surrogacy offer. For some reason, let's bring that up again. End of season 3, surrogacy offer. We're going to bring that up at the very beginning of season 5. Okay, because we need to bring it back to that always. That happened so long ago now in the timeline. I don't know. It blows me away that has to be the first thing that's brought up again.
Of course. Welcome to season 5. First thing you see is a reminder of the surrogacy that we've all been beat over the head with.
Yep.
After the review of the surrogacy, there is a broader summary of their move to Vegas, which gives Kody another opportunity to talk about how the kids are unhappy and how no one liked the move and that they are in 4 different homes. He references how their family culture is crumbling, quote unquote, crumbling with them being in 4 separate homes. And I thought that was interesting that he says their family culture is crumbling. This show is weird because there's like this thing about the nature of the show where we're just going along for this journey and whatever. But the entire time that the show is airing, they're talking about their family culture crumbling. From the very first episode, Christine talks about how she is not looking forward to having another wife joining the family. It's like the whole show, they're telling us that things are not going well. But then they're showing a bunch of things that are trying to get us to think that, look, things are going well and they're figuring things out and we're just along for the journey. When in all reality, the underlying thing is that everything is falling apart and everything's terrible and horrible.
Yeah. They even have to show meltdowns of the children during the recap because of the move. They show Leon's meltdown during the move. They show a lot of the older children's meltdowns during the move. And yeah, they keep hearkening back to the family crumbling, the change in the family dynamic, and how they're trying to get it back to that. They're just running on a treadmill, trying to get back to the way things were.
Yes, how they used to be when they were back at America's home, the compound in Lehigh.
Lehigh, oh.
The flashbacks do include at the end all of the adults at the cul-de-sac writing their checks for their properties, which is, of course, a highlight of season 4. How could we ever forget that they all wrote checks from the same place, but we don't know?
Not quite sure, perhaps.
We get another reminder that they have 30 days to get their financing in order. They need qualification approvals for financing in 30 days. Okay, we got it. We've been beat over the head. They've got 30 days.
They have 30 days to get their credit in order and to get an approval letter for their financing.
There's a moment where Christine is talking about how Janelle always paid for the bills when they all lived together, and that this is her first time, like, basically living alone and being responsible for the bills of her homestead. And so she says this is her first time paying for utilities and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, a little foreshadowing, because this detail you wouldn't really care, but it's coming up because we reference it later.
Yep. And she mentions that Robyn and Janelle's credit is not great, but that hers is okay.
And Meri's should be okay as well. But particularly Robyn. Robyn is going to have some trouble here, which I love.
I also find it super interesting that she's saying Janelle's credit isn't good. And I was a little shocked by that because Janelle is the one that's in charge of the finances, or has in the past been in charge of the finances and keeping the family on track. So in my mind, I automatically went to Janelle has taken on the responsibility of the debt. Doesn't mean that it actually is hers. Probably not. Is the reason that she has bad credit because of the rest of the family and she feels responsible, so she took it on because she's in charge of the finances? Like, I kind of got a bad feeling there.
I personally think that Janelle's not good with finances. I think that in this family, she's the one that can put pluses and minuses in a spreadsheet or can keep a ledger and a checkbook, but I don't think that she's good with money. I don't think any of these people are good with money.
No.
And I think that just because Janelle, they give her the title of the bookkeeper and the person that's whatever, I could see that she would take on debt that's not hers for some reason, because they like pooled things and they stole from Paul to feed Meri or whatever the phrases are, you know? And so that makes sense. It does go against the narrative of like, oh, Janelle's so on top of everything with the finances. And I'm like, I don't think she is.
Yeah, they claim that she's the frugal one, right? She's always the one that's putting her needs last. And we hear that time and time again. She doesn't want to buy things. She doesn't want to buy sleeping bags for the camping trip, right?
Right.
And yet her credit might not be great.
Yeah, I don't know that there's such a direct connect between being cheap and being good at finances, but
Right.
you know.
They try to make it that way. We go to the next scene, and Robyn is going to a law office to see Stephanie, the lawyer, to help repair her credit. She's blaming the divorce.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course she is.
Blames the divorce and says that she took on the debt to create peace.
And I went, what? What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally believe that too. Like, I just don't believe anything these people say anymore. I have a feeling my spidey sense tells me that Robyn was forced to take the debt because it was hers. I suspect
Yeah.
that she probably just ran up a bunch of debt. I guess her ex-husband isn't dumb enough to be like, yeah, I'll just take all of your debt. Like, I don't really know. But there's no way to prove that. There's absolutely no way to prove that he racked up a bunch of debt and she took it to keep the peace. I don't think that's likely. So I don't know.
This whole episode, she is lying through her teeth.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell because some of the things that they show and some of the conversations they show her having, I would probably be crying if I was her, if it was really the case. Like, if that's really what she was saying, I'd probably be crying. And we know her as Sobbin' Robyn. The fact that she's talking about this stuff and not crying and being so adamant and has her jaw in this certain position. She does the little like upward thing with the jaw. Like she's like got her nose in the air a little bit when she's lying. And she's doing that the entire episode.
She is lying for most of this episode, I would assume.
Maybe there was other stuff going on and she decided to take on the debt instead. I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
I don't know. And this is going to be gendered and horrible, but most women that I know or I hear their stories when they leave, their version of wanting to keep peace is not asking for child support. It is not asking for spousal support. It's not assuming the family's debt. So I've just never heard of this before. And it's not like I'm an expert in the field by any stretch, but I've never heard of a woman being like, I took the debt of our marriage when we got divorced. Like, no, I've never heard of that.
No, not unless you were like fleeing and you were like, scared and just like needed to get out of there, which she tries to play it off as, which is what she's trying to play this off as, like this poor, like she's almost playing like battered woman syndrome here. And I don't like it. It's phony and something super fishy about it. And she's lying to Kody. She is lying to him. And it just feels very much like she's trying to convince him, even throughout this episode, of her innocence in the divorce.
Yeah. She gets to be a victim. She loves doing that.
Yeah.
And her whole marriage, her whole first marriage, the divorce, all the whatnot, there's a lack of detail. There's never any real examples given. It's just that like a broad brush stroke of him being terrible and him being horrible. And he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to have any say in anything. And I think there might also be an element of how in life, as time passes from things, you build up a different narrative in your head even.
Like you rewrite history in your own mind and you start to believe what you are telling yourself.
And I think, maybe he was an asshole to her because she was a loser wife that was spending all their money and ridiculous and wouldn't get a job. I mean, I have no idea. Who knows what the deal is?
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing that he was so bad and he was so horrible and she was angelic and whatever, because that just doesn't go with what I know about Robyn.
Yeah, I wish that we knew more about their history because obviously, like, I believe women and we don't know what happened. And God forbid he was actually abusive and she just never wants to talk about it, which is completely understandable and her right. But I don't feel like that's the case. And I feel like most women watching this, like, you can suss things like this out. And it just feels very grimy, and it feels like she's trying to convince Kody throughout this whole episode and convince other wives throughout this whole episode of this narrative and this story that she's built up to them to make them feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
It's just super fishy, super fishy.
Not very believable.
And Meri on the couch, she's like, they go from the scene, you know, she's in the law office. She needs to get her credit score up to 600. And then they go to the couch. And Meri claims they are working together and they're not blaming anyone. We will not blame anyone.
No, of course not. How very diplomatic of
No.
Meri. In that same couch moment, Kody says that the sum of their wholes are greater than any parts. Which I love because I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't too long ago we were talking about Robyn's holes in a previous episode. And now Cody's talking about the sum of all of their holes is greater than the sum of their parts or whatever the phrase is. And I was like, oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord.
All of their holes are definitely greater than the sum of his parts. That's all I gotta say.
That's for sure. What is it that the only thing they have in common is sharing his manhood?
Yeah. His manhood is what ties them together.
Oh, God.
They go back to the lawyer's office and Robyn is asking if this can all be done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
If the lawyer can get her creditors settled in 2 weeks.
Right. Nuts.
I'm mind blown here.
It's also weird because they had 30 days. And so what was it like? Maybe she couldn't see this person for 2 weeks. But also if you're filming, you have to be able to pull strings with certain things. And it just seems more, Occam's razor, like all things being equal, the most basic and most reasonable is probably true. Robyn probably didn't do anything for like a week and then was like, oh God. No, she didn't. Someone else told her that she had to do something about it, I'm sure. Because she was so busy doing what? She was so busy doing what? This entire time she's on the show. I'm not saying that, your show gets greenlit by TLC, so you go out and get a job at a gas station because you have to make ends meet. But you do something. We're now going into season 5 and she's hawking some stupid jewelry business. It's like, bitch, earn some money. Do something. Oh, God.
Well, the other family members like Kody and Meri are perhaps selling pyramid scheme items.
Yeah.
So she could have hopped on that bandwagon very easily.
Yes.
But guess
she might
not.
have to do some social media posts and host a party. These are things she could not do.
Just too much for her. I don't think she has the mental capacity for it, Christopher.
No.
No.
She's got a lot of laying around, breathing, watching other people raise her children. She's got a lot of stuff to do.
I really don't get it. I think from the get-go, when you move there and you know you're looking for these homes, you'd already be starting to try to build your credit back up.
Right. Why would you only need 30 days?
Yeah.
Like, insane. I think Kody said they'd been in Vegas for a year and a half at this point.
Yeah.
A year and a half. I mean, I don't know about everybody else. I've been in a place where I've had to work on my credit before, and in a year and a half, I made quite an impact. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily take years to improve your credit score. Like,
Right.
Oh my God.
And I really think that if her credit had been this bad, that when she left her husband, she should have instantly filed for bankruptcy.
Right.
Started over, because she'll say later on that she lived with her mom for a while. She has this whole sob story that she's hawking instead of cheap goods. And it's like, why wouldn't you have, with your children, filed for bankruptcy, applied for, whatever assistance you could have gotten during that time, and started working when you supposedly were a single working mom at that
Right.
time?
Staying at your mom's house for 9 months, I believe later she
Yeah.
references. 9 months is a chunk of time to get your act together.
Well,
like
she's
to
still-
apply for jobs and apply for programs. Go through bankruptcy. Like, do what you've got to do.
Yeah. But she thinks that someone's going to get her out of this. She has this victim mentality. She has this, woe is me, someone come save me, help me, please. Like, demeanor about her.
Yeah.
And even this just goes to show it, because 2 weeks, you had to wait until you had 2 weeks left, and somebody pushed you to be like, well, we can't do this for you.
Yeah.
You have to go do this. You're technically not married. He can't do it for you.
Right.
Like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
She had to be drugged there
She
by
probably
her
did.
fingernails. or
Yeah. Someone else
toenails.
probably had to make the appointment and do everything. And then she bothered to show up.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to get into it later. I don't want to dwell on it too much right now.
Mhm.
But that whole victim mentality thing, she also has this thing where she's like, I don't want my past decisions in my previous marriage to affect the family. So it's like she's a victim, but then also bringing it to the next level of like, I can't believe these bad things that happened to me in the past could affect the family. So then she's almost a victim again because these things are happening to her family members.
It's like, girl, you drove that entire baggage cart right up to their front door. Shut the
Yes.
fuck up.
Yes, she did. And she was like, do you mind? Okay, and this can't go in the dryer. Like, bitch,
Do you
bitch, do your own fucking laundry.
Was that a personal attack, Chris?
I've never heard any stories about you or your laundry. Okay.
Never has my husband ever shrunk something that shouldn't have been shrunken.
Yes, well. And this is, perfect, because this is where Robyn talks about how her divorce affects the family now. I've only got a couple of weeks left. It's like, what the
Of your life?
fuck?
Sure.
It's just so ridiculous. It's so unnecessarily dramatic, and she's the victim and everything's uphill. It's like, girl, you've had a year and a half to get your shit started. You knew this was coming.
Oh, no.
my
I was
God.
given 2 weeks.
I was only given 2 weeks.
I was given 2 weeks of my diagnosis of credit.
Oh, God.
Jesus,
Cut to
woman.
3 years from now, the story will be Robyn was forced into getting a mortgage and it was so terrible, or some bullshit, Like, it'll just be like, oh my God, girl. Like, perpetually the victim. Perpetually the victim. Thank God we get a commercial break. Okay. But because we watch on Discovery Plus, ding, ding, ding,
Right back at it.
we didn't have to see any commercials. Thank you, Discovery Plus. I'm just saying that in case anyone's listening that wants to reach out to us. Anyway, so Janelle is going on her own little version of a field trip, but hers isn't to figure out how to solve her debt issues in 2 weeks. Hers is to go meet Mona at a model house at the, I was going to say the compound, at the
Cul-de-sac.
development. Yes, the cul-de-sac and the development where they're moving to. And I love it because she prefaces this visit with wanting to connect with Mona and look at the model house to see where she can keep costs low for her home build.
Yep. Yep.
Our frugal queen. Listen, she might be bad at keeping books. Doesn't mean she's not frugal. Doesn't mean she's not cheap. She is.
The only reason that she's being cheap, and I think that we find this out a little bit, is because of guilt. Because of guilt for being a bad bookkeeper for the family.
Right. Because everything's always in shambles. But see, they never had much to deal with. So I don't want to be mean about Janelle. I just really think that, like when everyone's earning an F and then you earn a D, it's like, well, you're the one. You're our D earner. Like,
Yeah.
cool.
Everyone turns to you.
Everyone turns to the D student.
She believes that less rooms is going to equal less money. So she's talking about how she just doesn't need that many rooms. Her kids are all going to be moving out and graduating soon in the next few years. Her boys can share a bedroom. They're probably going to hate it, but they can share.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cody thinks that they should do the 5-bedroom option with the office, and then Savannah can stay in the office. So basically like a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah,
It's probably
yeah.
not legally. Maybe the office doesn't have a closet. My assumption is that the models that they're picking from, there is something to do with the options that are available equaling the bedrooms. Meaning, let's say there's a 4-bedroom option and then a 5-bedroom option. The 5-bedroom option probably has like a little bit of an difference in the back or something where there's a little more room and there's more options to put in the home. I'm saying this because when we get to Meri's options down the road, she wants options that only come with the 5-bedroom, not the 4-bedroom layout. So, of course, she has to pick the one with more bedrooms because she needs the options that come with the 5-bedroom option.
What a selfish bitch.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Janelle's going, I only need 4 bedrooms for my 87 children. It's like, Janelle, yeah, maybe you should pick builder grade options everywhere and just get enough bedrooms for your children. That's what I would do, but that's me. I'm not earning a D in bookkeeping.
Allow your kids some privacy, but they're probably not supposed to have too much privacy because that could lead to sin. So, I don't know.
It's best that they share a room.
Let's keep them all on top of each other so they can't sin on their own. Ooh.
No sinning in private.
Ooh.
We do get some tidbits from Janelle about their past finances. She says that she has been resentful in the past about money, particularly with Meri, for thinking Meri needs so much with only one child. She talks about how she would pay for large things in the past, while other wives didn't. So I'm not sure what that has to... I don't want to say what that has to do with today. I think that was probably more of a pre-TLC money thing, where she was the breadwinner, and I could see easily being frustrated when you're looking at all the bills and maybe you pay the mortgage or something. And then it's like, Mary's got like the heat bill and the water bill. And then it's like, look at my coffee table. No child is ever going to scratch their name into this, And Janelle's like, yeah, mine's from IKEA and it's falling apart. And so, I can see it makes sense.
Yeah, she's always made more money and then paid more towards the bills, and she has kind of resented it in the past. But I think that when there's a higher earner in the family, usually from my experience, the higher earner and the lower earner, what you do is you put it together and you say, based on what you make, you pay this percentage towards the bills. I pay this percentage. So it's like equal in the end almost based off of what you're making. So your take home after the bills are paid is still kind of the same, if that makes sense. Like you're still taking home the same percentage as your partner's taking home for, maybe things that they want to buy, what you want to buy. So it's odd to me that it sounds like they didn't do that. It sounds like they turned to Janelle and just expected her to pay more and didn't even figure out the percentage that each family member should be paying based on their wage.
Right.
It feels like to me that she has been funding the family on her salary and they're riding her coattails.
And you throw in a husband who I'm convinced through fact and detective work. No detective work. That Kody probably has made very little money in his life. And I think that it's even easier to make less money when you're going from wife to wife to wife to wife. And if the only one who's really aware of how little money you make is Janelle in the way that I'm talking about, that has to add extra frustrations to her that she's not going to say right now. Like she's not going to say that on camera. But her husband was probably never really contributing all that much to their finances.
They talk about Meri and Kody quitting jobs to go and do things that were more fun than taking care of finances.
When he always had his like traveling sales jobs that were like, what? Mary Kay, you got your little convertible? I mean, come on.
I don't know. I think that they have taken advantage of her, and I think that they have basically used her as a meal ticket, and she's just kind of taken it because that's how she is, like silent but sturdy. I don't know.
Silent and sturdy.
Silent and sturdy Janelle.
That's Janelle. But now that she has heard Mary's voice, Meri has all of a sudden figured out a way to communicate her hurt about how she thinks everyone expects her to take less because she only has one child. Oh, Mary's finally been able to effectively communicate this like 2 episodes ago on the couch. So Janelle has defaulted to shoulder shrug. I mean, she doesn't really care. She doesn't care.
They show one clip of, this cracked me up. They show one thing that Janelle wants, and she is talking to Mona about one thing that she does want in her house, and that is a pantry.
Pantry. She buys
and
in
it's
bulk.
because she buys in bulk. Yep.
It's got
But
a lot
then-
of mouths to feed.
That's like literally the only thing that she really cares about is the pantry from what they show us anyways.
Oh, and remember, like, she was like, oh, I don't necessarily need a dining room because my table could fit right here, like in the breakfast area.
Like
Which
they're
it
just going
could.
to cut this house in half for you
Right.
to like save money, but then you're going to have a giant ass lot for no reason. Like, what are you thinking? I could cut this entire space and put a dining room here instead of here to save money. Do you honestly think they're going to do that with a builder home for you? It was so weird.
I think what she's referring to, and this is just because I've seen the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
seen these things being built, is when you walk in, there's a room to the left off the foyer. Some people turn it into a study. Some people have it as a
Okay.
dining room. I think that might be the option to turn into the office or something.
AKA bedroom.
AKA Savannah's bedroom.
Yeah.
And then the breakfast nook thing off of the kitchen can just serve as her dining room.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I feel like that's a little weird is because of the size of their family. But if she's like, I'm never hosting anybody for fucking dinner, then, the dining room, the breakfast nook's probably fine.
And the fact that Savannah is probably going to have 2 French doors for bedroom doors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. With no
And
closet.
like, Savannah, I know that you gave a box of rocks for Christmas one year, but you still don't deserve this, honey.
Yeah.
Like, you don't deserve
You
it.
deserve a real bedroom. In a new build. In a new build.
Yeah, you
We're
don't
building a
deserve
new home,
French
and
doors
you don't
with
even
glass
get
panels.
a bedroom. Like, my God, these people.
They just can't let that box of rocks go, and so they're like, yeah, give her this.
Cody's like, that bitch gave me the worst Christmas present or birthday present or whatever it was.
It was Leon's gift.
Oh, that's right. It was Leon's. Oh, that's right. Shit.
Leon's been talking shit this whole time.
Leon has got everyone against Savannah.
They have this huge campaign against Savannah,
Yes.
telling everybody,
Savannah ruined my life with that box of rocks.
dun dun.
Janelle lets us know that each wife will get the same budget for their homes because, it is unfair to give less to Meri because she only has one child. So everyone should have the same budget. Makes it easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and all fair in love and war. This is once again why I think Janelle earns a D in bookkeeping because, duh, like, I get it that it's a production point and, like, she's probably prompted about it. But it's like, yeah, all 4 wives should get the same budget for their new build homes.
Mhm.
I hope she's just explaining it because someone asked.
I think she really did just come to that conclusion.
Oh, God.
Because she
terrible.
talks about how it's been harder for her and Christine with having more kids
Yeah.
and how they've had to budget a lot harder and that, okay, I guess we can't I got marbles in my mouth. I guess that we can't fault her. I've got Savannah's box of rocks in my mouth right now. God damn it. Garbling them over here.
And they ain't polished.
Oh, well. God. I mean, it would be harder for her and Christine. They have more kids. That doesn't mean Meri deserves less. We talked about this before. I truly believe that she is just coming to this conclusion.
Right.
I really think that.
Well, good for Janelle.
Yeah,
We cut to her
well-
sitting at her table and she's paying those bills. She's writing out her checks. She's ripping it out of the checkbook. She's licking the envelope. with Janelle's licking lips and her tongue.
Yep.
She's paying those bills.
When they cut away from her couch interview, she has this deadpan face. She makes a comment. She says, "Okay, I don't care what she does," referring to Meri.
Yeah.
And then she stares straight at the camera with her like deadpan, like white, pale face and eyes just like haunting, like
Yeah.
staring straight ahead,
Yeah.
non-blinking.
Yeah. I don't care what she does.
I don't care what she does. Do you not? Really? Couldn't tell that you don't. It was a crazy thing that they kept in.
Yeah. They
That
kept
was
it
a
in.
choice.
They kept it in for a reason.
That was a choice.
Janelle doesn't look like she doesn't care. It looks like it still bothers her. Oh.
Her eyes
Interesting.
like twitching.
Yeah. Her mouth is saying one thing, but her eyes, nose, and yes, that skin is saying another.
Yeah, they really, truly kept that in for a reason.
Mhm. After this wonderful moment, she wonders to herself, she ponders to herself, I've wondered what it would mean if one day I was done and ran away. But I'm not going to because I'm responsible.
I've always done the record keeping for the family, and I've just wondered what would happen if I just ran away. Like, yeah, you've probably really, really thought of this. They got like her sitting at a table doing this like quote unquote record keeping, writing checks, and then there's just a fish tank in the background.
Oh, God.
And it's just like her again being so serious yet
Sitting there.
not
Yeah.
caring but wanting to run away. And they're breaking the third wall a lot in this episode.
The fourth wall?
The fourth wall? What would be the third wall?
You're being in a triangle room? I don't really know. I think this is not the first time that you've referenced breaking the third wall. And I'm like, it's the fourth wall, darling. It's the fourth wall. Yes.
They're talking straight to the wives a lot. Like the producers are obviously prompting with a lot of questions in this episode. And there's a lot of alone time for each of them. And it's tragic.
Yeah, to give us their extra special insights.
To their own detriment.
Well, in Janelle's case, there's a lot of staring.
A
There's
lot of staring and
pauses.
faking it till she makes it, but she doesn't make it.
A lot of this is how it is because I'm matter of fact, I'm Janelle, I'm the bookkeeper. Like, okay, girl.
Hey, instead of sitting at your desk with a blank wall, let's put you at your table in front of a fish tank.
The whole her at the table thing. This is why I'm making fun of it. She's like ripping out her one check, right? She's like writing her check. Is she even paying a bill? She might just be sitting there being like, I'm going to do this for the camera. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's performative and not in a way that I'm buying. So I don't know.
It is. They also don't blur the check out at all. And
Oh,
I've
God.
noticed that they do that with her and Christine.
Oh, no. Well,
Not like anyone would be like,
I know. Did
let's
you get
pause
the
this
account
and
numbers?
steal money from these guys.
Don't say anything because now if someone steals money from her, they're going to be like, that podcast, they were looking at her checking routing number. It's like the same from 2012.
Right.
We try to write a $30 check and it bounces and it's like, good God, this family's terrible.
It's their joint account. Still, no one's ever detached from it, even
Right.
after all these years and everything that's happened. Oh.
My sister wife's closet. Oh, it's an online boutique and everybody's loving it. Ah,
Gonna make us so much money.
they're going to be rich, rich, rich beyond the wildest imagination.
You're going to want to rewind. You're going to want to get that checkbook number real quick because my sister wife's closet is bringing in the bank.
You're gonna want to commit fraud to get these jewelry pieces.
Just like they apparently do later on.
Oh,
They
God.
keep the closet up. Sell things that they don't have.
Oh, geez. Yes, well, they have to get some photos for their new website for My Sister Wife's Closet because My Sister Wife's Closet is going to propel them into the rich stratosphere. They are going to not have to worry about anything once they start selling their $300 pewter jewelry online. It's going to be
Pewter?
great. It's going to be great. And they're going to meet with a photographer to take photos for this website. Apparently, this is the most creative photographer. He's renowned for his creativity. And I'm like, renowned to who? To like Robyn when she's down at the like, wherever she goes. Where does she even go? What does she even do? She's like going to the Kmart to buy her blue light special shirts, her purple blouses. And she's like, oh, I heard there's a photographer in town. And the Kmart lady's like, yeah, I know this guy. His name's Shane.
He's so creative because he wears a black fedora and a red tie and big, thick black glasses.
He wears those thick glasses. He must be real creative like. My God.
Very of the time. The fedora, the red tie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he looked like the most creative person in the Sister Wives universe at this point.
Yep.
Now, while they're at the studio, you know, they're all dolled up. They're all in their hair and their makeup and their clothes.
In their hair.
And they've got the white backdrop and the flashing lights. And it's like we're watching an episode of America's Next Top Model.
Of course.
I was just waiting for Mr. J to come out and be like, now this shot, we're going to do this. And then this shot, we're going to do that. And then I really was hoping for Tyra to eliminate Robyn, right? Just like, get the fuck out. But unfortunately, no one's getting eliminated this episode. While they're on set, Kody has some feelings about the wives and him being the only man, right? With his 4 wives taking these photos. Kimber, what does Kody think about this photo shoot?
Oh my gosh. He just thinks that he's going to look like a pool boy or a boy toy being in all these women in this photo shoot. But Christine is the real winner of this scene because you know what she says?
Oh.
That women with websites and companies have pictures with their husbands on their website because they do it together and they get the support from their husband and they're in all the photos. It's like, what are you talking about?
To demonstrate that they're strong.
What?
I know, I'm thinking of like, how could one person single-handedly set back womankind so far? But
She's,
then it
like,
is Christine
pissed.
Brown. Yeah.
She's trying to
getting
get him
agitated.
involved in this and she's getting mad at him and they're arguing on set of this
On set.
photo shoot.
On location.
They're arguing on location.
Yes.
Ugh.
And literally, Cody's saying, it's my sister wife's closet jewelry. Why would I be in the photos? I feel like it should just be the women.
But
and
he's
she's
such
like,
a faker.
and I don't believe him for 1 second. He would prefer it
Hold
was
me
just
back,
photos
hold me
of
back.
him.
I'm going to throw punches. Hold me back. It's
Hold
like
me
that-
back.
like that one friend that can't fight and says that. Hold me back.
Hold me back. You can just Photoshop me out of these, right? And he's like right in the middle of every one of them. If he could be the only one on the website, he'd be happy about it. He's just putting on a show, just like Robyn saying, oh, I just don't want my past marriage to affect the family. Cody's like, I don't want to be in these photos because it's about women. Like, they're 2 liars. They belong together.
And then Robyn makes it all better by saying, you're just like that one guy that can pull off pink shirts. Pink shirt.
God, it was so... when you thought this scene couldn't get any dumber, Robyn's like, yeah, Kody, I mean, you're a big, strong man here with us women. And it's like when a man wears a pink shirt. Like, oh my God.
Like, wait, how many polos is he wearing and are all the collars popped? Okay.
God. It's so cringe. And it's so great because Christine's frustration levels keep rising. And she's like, can we just get the photos done? Because I'm getting hot. I'm going to get sweaty. Like, let's do it. Like, she just wants it done. And I don't blame her. It's hot under those lights. I know.
You would know.
It's a lot of pressure to look perfect for the camera.
How many photo shoots have you done in your life? Too many to count.
Too many. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Oh my gosh.
The photographer tells them we want a variety of photos and positioning to, you know, not demonstrate any favoritism because clearly they've got to do their round robin. No, God, let's not say that. They've got to do their readjustments. So not Meri and Janelle are always standing next to Kody. Sometimes Robyn and Christine need to be standing next to Kody. They need some photos without Kody. They need some photos that are only Kody and that red spot on his nose that's been there for a season and a half. Like, he really needs to be in the photos. He really needs to not be in the photos.
Yeah, he's like, every time that I was ready to move on and do different photos, the wives kept saying that we just needed to rotate the order. And he's like, I found out real quick, like, the family dynamic, we can't play favorites. And they literally are just like, okay, now you go. Now you go. Oh my gosh, ladies, if you're that insecure about your position in the family, phony as fuck that they all care about
I kind of
this.
felt like it was just like a moot point. Like, if you're a photographer and you're taking a photo of 4 women and 1 man, you would be like, okay, let's swap this around, let's swap it around. You move here, you move that. Like, it would just be part of the process. So it's a little like they took a little thing and made it into a big thing, which is annoying.
Yeah, because they pretend that he's like shocked about it and like, oh, this is
Yeah.
a new dynamic. This is something that I had to learn, that I had to do all this. And
I'm
yeah.
such a creative man. I've never asked someone to move while taking their picture before.
And then they
It's
kick
ridiculous.
Kody out.
Thank
and they're
God.
doing all of the women and they're laughing and being happy. And he has them stand like weirdly far apart.
Yeah, he's like, give it a foot or 2 between each of you. Like, okay.
All right.
Hopefully there were ones where they were all together. There were ones where they were like hands around each other's shoulders and smiling. And it demonstrated what Robyn's point was, that she thinks the photos show how all the wives are so different.
All
They
their
look so different, and
personalities.
they present so different. They're wearing different colors.
Yeah.
They have different complexions.
That's what makes this also special, is like our differences, and like these photos are just going to show that.
Yeah, the differences also connect to my sister wife's closet for some reason. Where all of our products are going to be so great because everyone's so different and we're different.
Like, yeah, no, you're putting a bunch of hearts together and
Yeah.
linking them and making them all look
Bunch of hot air.
bizarre.
Total garbage.
Did you notice that? So they do, pick flashes to Kody during the women's photo shoot, and he's still over there, like posing on the side, like along with
Yes.
them, but he doesn't know that he's doing it.
Yes.
They're like showing him, and he's like doing like poses on the side still, and like smiling, like he's on the camera with them, and it's like, ooh.
You can't stop a you can't stop a star. You can't stop a star from shining, honey.
You can't stop a charlatan in his tracks.
You can't stop a star from shining like Cody Brown.
Nope, nope, nope.
It was a lot to take in, and let's move on. We're only slightly traumatized. We're going to cut to the streets of Las Vegas, where the hookers are hanging out, and the drug dealers and hookers, and the gamblers and the hookers.
And the
More
flashing
hookers.
lights.
The flashing lights. And Maddie's walking these streets like a streetwalker, like a hooker, with her 2 girlfriends, some bland girls who I don't care about. Did you catch their names?
No, but they are all wearing matching black shirts, and they are strutting their stuff down the strip.
Oh, strutting down the strip.
They all literally were wearing like matching black t-shirts. They thought this was the cutest thing ever. I probably would have thought the same if I was that age doing that.
While Maddie is strutting the streets with her whore friends,
We find out they're going to go ziplining, these little whores.
they are going to go ziplining. But Janelle, Kody, and Maddie are also on the couch. The producers are giving us some extra special insights into their delicate lives. Janelle tells us that she felt like a failure as a mother when she was moving her children to Las Vegas, and she should have felt like a failure as a mother. Just a little bit. Maddie doesn't know if she wants to move back to Utah or not because she's made some friends, but she misses her life back in Utah. We're still talking about this. I don't want to talk about this. Do you want to talk about this?
They're just trying very hard to get emotions out of Maddie.
Yeah.
And she's clenched up, like in her face. She's not really giving them anything. And you can tell that they're trying to get her to like emote and make a thing on this couch. And she's not doing it for them. She's probably burnt out, talking about it at this point. They talk about drinking and partying and, oh, she doesn't drink. She's not going to screw up her life. She's not a drinker. They start talking about how she's not brainwashed by religion. And
Yeah, she doesn't want to get sloppy.
she
with the
doesn't want to
drinking.
be sloppy. She does hang out with some people that drink, but that's not her lifestyle.
They party.
It's like they're trying to get something out of her, and I kind of just feel bad for her. Like, she's a teenage girl and she's sitting there with both of her parents, and it just feels really awkward.
Like you said, her and her whore friends go ziplining,
ziplining.
which is like whatever, who cares? Maddie's friends ask her if she could be a polygamist when she grows up. Would you be a polygamist? And what they fail to ask is, Oh, if you were back home, would you already be married with children in your polygamous cult? Instead, they're like, oh, do you see yourself being a polygamist when you're an adult? And she says, no, she doesn't want to share her man. And I don't blame her. I don't want to share my man. I don't have a man. I don't even want a man. And if I had one, I wouldn't share him. Mm-mm. When being compared to Leon, Maddie says that Leon is boring, and so are their friends. She says Leon hangs out with a bunch of Mormons, and I don't. Which I love, because Leon does look boring.
Mhm.
Leon seems very boring.
Yeah,
Leon,
she thinks that Leon will have that lifestyle, like, for sure.
Right.
For
Leon
sure.
will be a polygamist without a doubt.
They go back to the couch, and Maddie is telling Kody and Janelle that she is not going to choose that lifestyle and that she is not choosing their religion. Like, she's equating this lifestyle to the entire religion in general. And they're trying to tell her, like, you can still be a part of our faith and not practice polygamy. But Maddie's equating polygamy and the religion as the same thing. So it's a little confusing. And I do know that this is part of their religion. They believe that being polygamists gets them, whatever they're going to get more from God than the rest of us fools.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that Maddie's like including their religion as a whole and saying she's not going to be a part of that.
Well, I suspect it's because they're part of a cult. And
Yeah.
so she's probably just like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Even if you're part of a big normalized cult. I mean, when I was a teenager, I was like, I'm not doing this shit. So
You think she realized that at this point, though? Because she was just so sad about leaving Utah. It's only been 1.5 years. Do you think that after only 1.5 years, you would be fully pulled out of it by that point?
Well, I don't know how old she is. If she's like 16 or something, then
Yeah.
at 16, I thought my parents' church and whatever was bogus.
Okay.
So I don't know. We don't get an opportunity to hear Maddie's real feelings because once again, she is, like you were saying, she was being kind of like coerced into having reaction.
Mhm.
And so
They were trying to
you
get
know,
something
like,
out of her.
I don't really know what Maddie's actual thoughts are here. Obviously, Maddie's just not in love with the idea of being part of the AUB, which is a cult. So,
Well, and
there
they
you go.
keep saying this entire time, all of the parents keep saying that the children have a right to choose if they want to be a part of the show or not. And that's why some children are on the show more than others, is because they're choosing to or not to participate. But this whole scene and even the couch interview felt very forced for her.
Do they say that the kids don't have to participate
Yeah.
in the show?
Christine talks about it in her book, especially how each child was able to make the decision on their own. And that's why, like, some of them are featured more than others, and some of them are sometimes, and some of them are not when they come in and out based on their feelings towards being on the show. But this felt so forced, almost like, sure, maybe the little kids had that decision, but did the older kids? I don't know if the older kids had the same choice to participate or not.
I feel like that sounds like a later thing. I
Mhm.
don't know. I would assume that they didn't feel like they had a choice.
And even Kody at the end of this like couch interview says that he believes that religion will keep the kids from the dark side. And like that's how they end the like couch interview. And it's just kind of like, all right, the dark side, sure. Womp womp.
And now we are going to be introduced to a new Sister Wives character, however briefly. Robyn's cousin or sister? No, her younger
Her
sister.
baby sister.
Her baby sister, Tara Lise.
Tara Lise, her baby sister is going to be watching Saul.
If they get the houses, Tara Lise is going to move in with Robyn. Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yep. Okay. And that's the end of that scene. We're going to move on. That's literally it.
Well, I'm so glad we got introduced to Tara Lise. And I just love the name Tara Lise. There's just something that sounds so not inbred about it.
Tara Lise.
Tara Lise.
That's literally it.
Tara Lise is Tara Lise is watching the children, or at least one child, so that Robyn and Kody can go see a debt specialist. Now, honey, how far away are we from the deadline for their financing when they're going to see the debt specialist?
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
7 days.
And the debt specialist, his name is Harry Jacobs. And the reason I know it's Harry Jacobs is because Kody says, Harry Jacobs, you're our only hope.
Ugh. His second Star Wars reference within like 2 minutes in the show.
What was the other one?
The dark side.
Oh,
That
the
religion
dark
will
side.
keep them from the dark side. And I gotta say, I don't claim him.
I was going to say you were touched in special places.
No,
with these
as
references.
as an avid Star Wars fan, we do not claim him. I denounce him from the Star Wars fandom.
Oh, I feel like Kody is your own personal Obi-Wan Kenobi. Blood is boiling.
Try to forget that you ever said that because my cat is named Obi-Wan Catnobi,
I know.
and he is far wiser than one Kody Brown could ever be.
Don't worry, I'll distract you with some Robyn stories. So, Robyn was a single working mother. She was a single mom.
I didn't know that.
She was a single mother for years.
News to me.
After she left her ex-husband, he was so bad to her, she had to leave. And when she left, she lived with her mother for 9 months. And she could never take care of her dad in those 9 months. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't get out of bed. She couldn't get in her car. She couldn't walk down the street. Robyn is full of couldn'ts, and she could nots, and she would nots, and so she shan't.
Harry says that a few of these debts that are in collection might be able to be deleted from her credit score.
Mm-hmm.
And Robyn goes, it's a big deal that they may delete some debt affecting my score. But
Oh, Harry Jacobs.
here is the thing, Robyn. You're acting like they're just going to delete your debt altogether. That is not what Harry Jacobs said. He said from your credit score,
Yes.
not just eliminating your debt. And she's acting like a dumbass. Like she thinks, oh my God, they're just going to forget that I owe them money. Like, no, they're going to delete it from your credit score.
If you probably pay a reduced whatever.
Yeah.
Like they'll negotiate something, you pay it, they'll remove it.
Yep.
Hopefully she got that figured out by the time it happened. Who knows? Because it's Robyn.
Here's where we find out something truly interesting. Since all of this debt collection has started, she has had 3 different last names and been off the radar, according to Harry. And she just has to let us know that it wasn't on purpose. It was to sever ties with my ex. I wasn't trying to hide from the debt or outrun it. No.
3 different last names on her credit score.
Yep.
She's divorced. Interestingly enough, we hear her refer to her last name as Sullivan. When she went to the lawyer, when she was at the front desk, they said, "Oh, and your name?" And she said Sullivan. That's her ex, or that I don't know what name that is because
That must be her maiden.
Her maiden,
So I'm
'cause
guessing
her
it
ex
was
was
her
Jessup.
ex,
so is
maiden,
Yeah,
then Brown.
but is her last name Brown? She's not legally married to him.
But she could legally change her last name if she wanted to.
Yeah. So even though this sounds like what kind of moron doesn't know they have 3 names on their credit score,
Nah, she did this on purpose.
it's also like she could have 3 different last names. And would it be the weirdest thing in the world?
No, but it also is fishy.
Agreed. It
Just like her
definitely looks
stories this
fishy.
whole fucking episode.
And Robyn talks about how she feels ashamed for having debt and collections. She feels so ashamed, but not ashamed enough to do anything about it. Just ashamed.
Oh, every dime is to take care of the kids. I was a single working mother, and every dime was to take care of the kids, and I had to think about putting food on the table. And those debt collectors, they would call me, and I would say to them, I have kids, and I'm a single working mother.
I can't afford
don't
anything.
have money for you, not even a dime.
I can't afford anything but to put food on the table and have heat and electricity.
Oh, but she didn't even have heat, Christopher. She had to light fires. She had to light fires to keep her kids warm. And they even show us a picture of one of them in front of a tiny little space heater.
Dayton sitting in front of a space
Dayton
heater.
sitting in front of a space heater.
Oh my God.
They show a picture of it to try to like garner sympathy for us. But I wrote right here, she is straight up lying, not even crying.
Yes, lying and not even crying.
She is a crier. We know she's a crier. this entire time where she's telling this sob story about being a single working mother and she couldn't even pay a dime towards the creditors that were calling her constantly. And I didn't change my last name to avoid the creditors. I was answering the phone and I was telling them I was a single working mom. Bitch, we all know you'd be bawling up a storm if that were true. We all know you'd be crying so hard right now if that was true.
Interesting when the tears form and when they don't. Yeah.
It's very, very convenient for her, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite detail, though, about her trailer life was when she talks about making the fires to keep her family warm. I believe she says that she made fires in the oven. Which I don't know. I can't put my hand on a Bible. Certainly not Kody's Bible. And swear to that. But I think she might have said made fires in the oven. Like, girl. She's a mess. She's such a mess.
God.
And even if she didn't say that, I'm going to pretend she did.
It was like, she said that she had to make fires in something. And it's a lot of moms that can't keep the heat on throughout the winter will heat their house with the stove.
Yeah.
Which is very dangerous. It's actually like super dangerous. And so I have empathy for any mother that has to do that to keep their children warm. I cannot even imagine being in that type of a position, which is why I don't believe her. Because she cries over everything and she is not doing it right now. And then they try to show us that sob picture of Dayton in front of a space heater. And it's like, you just told us you lit fires and you're showing a picture of him in front of a space heater. Totally different things, Robyn. You fucking liar. God.
Yeah. Back in the day, I mean, I'm not going to say that there's photos of me sitting in front of a space heater, but there's probably photos of me in my parents' entryway next to like a mobile radiator heater, like one of those little oil ones. Like, it just looked like an aged photo, like an photo of the time, like kids sitting in front of a space heater in the winter in their trailer. Like, even if you have heat,
yeah, like he's smiling. It's like a happy photo of him. It's not like he's sitting there
just
like
a normal photo
in a soup line. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. My kids have space heaters in their rooms right now because we have, you know, that side of our house is colder than the other side. So they get space heaters and you know what I mean? It's like, it's, they're trying to make her story seem so sob right now, but she's not even sobbing.
No, she's not even sobbing. Not sobbing Robyn.
Fishy. Fishier than a dolphin. And she is probably going to try to claim that the reason that her stories are so fishy is because she was kidnapped by dolphins, which is not true.
Which is not true.
Which is just simply not true. We know that you didn't even swim with them. That was Meri.
I wonder if that was Meri. I wonder if she has dolphin accoutrement within her home, like if she has dolphin decor. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled.
I bet you that the dolphins would denounce her just like I'm denouncing Kody from the Star Wars fandom. The dolphins would be like, we don't want her.
Yeah. What would they say?
We don't want you, stop it, Robyn. No.
Now that they put their snoot in Meri's special place, they don't want Robyn. Luckily, we get to move on to Meri's house. Now, I'm not so sure that this is luckily, but we're moving on. Luckily.
Luckily. Luckily, truckily.
Kody tells us that he is so proud of Leon because Leon is being entered into the National Honor Society, which is great. Apparently, it's for smart people. I wouldn't know anything about that. But they're going to go to a ceremony for Leon being inducted as a member to the National Honor Society. Now, you know, cool. I guess it's about academic achievement, or is it testing? Who knows?
You just have to make over certain grades like in the semester to be on the honor roll. I was on it. What does that tell you?
Is the honor roll the same thing as National Honor Society, though, darling? I think these might be different things.
Are you trying to diminish my accomplishments?
Yes, I think that you are not part of the National Honor Society. I think you just got a little title from your school, but I think these might be different things. I don't know.
Well, either way, Kody believes that Leon could be a doctor now.
Oh,
because
finally.
Leon made the National Honor Society, so that means that Leon can be a doctor.
Thank God. And Leon is looking for post-secondary schools with good medical programs, of course. Well, lovely.
apparently Utah's one of them.
Yeah, of
So
course. Go back to
luckily for
Utah.
Leon.
I can go back to being a plig in Utah. Of course, Leon always wanted to be a doctor, yada, yada, yada. Leon wants to return to Utah because that's where their people are. Their people. I can't wait for Leon to find out who their people really are. Because it's probably not a bunch of polygamists in Utah.
No. And Leon is adamant, and Leon says flat out, I am going to have sister wives.
Yeah, Leon has a lot of adamancy these days.
A lot of gall.
A lot of things going on with Leon. Leon hopes that Meri takes Robyn up on her surrogacy offer. So now we get to talk about the surrogacy. Thank God. We've been waiting to hear about it again.
Well, and we also had to get Leon's opinion on it finally, because why not? We got to bring it up again for the second time in this episode.
Now, do you want to test your acting chops here, honey, and give us Leon talking about how Leon prayed every night?
Okay, are you ready for this?
Ready.
You can choose to be an empty nester. I hope she takes Robyn up on her offer. I've prayed every single night for another baby. Now you have this choice. And if you choose not to, you're taking this away from all of us. Things would be better, maybe.
Oh, that was great, honey. I think Leon would give you a round of applause.
Leon was angry.
Yeah, Leon was pissed.
So angry.
Yeah. They
Saying
were not
this.
happy.
The anger on their face. I had to point it out to Chris during this. I paused it to write notes, and I was like, look at their face right now while saying this. It's like straight up anger.
Yeah.
Not even sadness. It's like resentment
Yeah.
and anger.
Yeah, guilt-inducing for sure. Like the goal was to make Meri feel like shit, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Meri says, I haven't made a decision yet. I need a little more time to figure it out. And then Leon just like unplugs their mic pack and walks out. Because Leon is so distraught over not having a sibling.
And it's such bullshit because Meri saying that I haven't made a decision yet is just pandering. It's pandering. I feel like Meri is trying so hard in this moment to pull the wool over Leon's eyes. And it's also not fair to Leon. And this is part of the reason that maybe Leon still believes this is a possibility and is so angry about it, because the parents lie all of the time to the older kids.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably one of those things that has been lied about time and time again. I think that Leon is angry with God about not having a sibling and doesn't understand it. And I thought when Leon was looking at Meri with such disdain, you little selfish bitch.
Oh!
Do you even realize how horrible this is for your mother? Do you realize what it's like to be pregnant? Do you realize what it's like to lose a baby? Do you realize what it is like for a woman in this religion to not be able to have as many children as they're supposedly supposed to have, to make it to this point in heaven and feel like you're going to go to hell because you can't have children? Fuck you. And if I was their mother in that moment in time and they were looking at me and talking to me like that, I probably wouldn't have been trying to pander to them. I probably would have been like, sit the fuck down and talk to me with a little more respect. That's what I would have said. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That was ridiculous. And Meri just took it and then started blubbering herself.
Yeah, after Leon leaves, Mary's like, this is more stress than I need. It's like, yeah, oh my God.
That would be
okay.
heartbreaking for a mother to like realize that your child potentially hates you so much for not being able to have children when it's not something you wanted for yourself.
Kody says that he agrees with Leon, blah, 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 blah. And there's an element of that with Leon's behavior, I think. Like that Leon sees the way that people talk to Meri,
Yeah.
particularly Kody, and feels the right to do so as well.
Yeah.
Leon's also like, okay, an only child in Meri's home in this larger family. And there's an element to me of, God, it's so tough because with their cult religion, there's like this piousness. There's this, we're better than everybody else thing. And I feel like that gets beat into their heads, especially with someone like Leon being like, I'm going to live this life. I'm going to follow this thing. I'm going to follow the calling. And I'm so this and I'm so that. And then my mom has this opportunity to have someone else have a child for her and she's not taking it. Like, it's like selfish of her not to even have more children. And it's like, my God, like, you're such a fucking know-it-all and you're spoiled as shit, frankly. Spoiled as shit.
The know-it-all behavior, the entitlement.
Yeah. Yeah.
The nose in the air about it. Cody's a bitch in this scene, and Leon's a bitch in this scene.
Yeah.
Got two little bitches ganging up on our little mare bear about her womb yet again.
Mare bear. Our bear, mare bear.
Our mare bear. I so badly wish I could have like swooped into Meri's body like the Holy Ghost and been like, Leon, shut the fuck up. Do not talk to me this way or you're gonna go to hell. Like, God, I was so angry for Meri listening to that. And then for Kody to jump on the bandwagon and join in after Leon left the room. I don't know. I felt so bad for Meri. It was bad.
Yeah, it was rough. And not even our first forced child interview awkward situation. Same thing with Maddie. Like, where it was like, we're going to sit you on this couch and we're going to make you talk about this shit and it's going to be unpleasant. And we're going to film it and it's going to be on national television. And then in the future, two deadbeat losers are going to talk about it on a podcast.
But Leon was hot to trot. Leon was hot to tear her mother apart about it.
Absolutely. Eager to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move on from this scarring experience?
I don't know. I suppose. My cheeks are all hot.
I do
I'm
love
bothered,
that you
but not in a
talked
good
about
way.
being the Holy Spirit and entering Mary's body.
I mean, I wish I could have at that point.
Now,
in
which
time.
hole would you have entered through?
I'm going to say her left nostril.
Oh, the nostril.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you were going to go for an ear, but nostril.
Her nostrils are a little large. I feel like I would have entered through one of them. Oh, just
Mary,
like Miss Frizzle in the Magic
Flare
School
your
Bus.
nostril. I'm driving my school bus in there. The Holy Spirit.
And I'm going to tell you while we're in here what's wrong with your ovaries because I'm going to check it out in my Magic School Bus. And I'm going to teach the children what really happens with sexuality. Anyway, moving on.
You need sperm in here. Oh, that's nothing to worry about. Don't you worry.
Cavern is empty.
Don't you?
Hello.
See, this hymen is intact. It's been re-intact. It's been rebirthed.
Regrown.
It's been
Regenerated.
regrown. Yes. Hymen is re-intact, so nothing's happening here, kids. Gotta go.
God. We're sick.
Well, but Mary's like, don't worry about that. Got plenty of sexual activity happening with my husband. He's trying to impregnate me.
Pregante? Es tu pregante?
Oh, God. After this unfortunate incident with Leon on the couch, we're going to cut to all the adults meeting with Mona at her office. Oh, so lovely, Mona. Mona's office. We get some interesting tidbits from Christine in this episode. There's couch moments, there's on-spot interview moments, there's things happening. And Christine says in one of these cutaways that she feels like a single mom. Ever since they moved to Vegas, she's just on her own with everything. And this is not what she signed up for.
She did not sign up to be a single mother with a baby on her hip standing in the front yard smoking a cigarette.
No, she definitely did not. Truly, with that little head and that little hair and that weird body.
Oh, the cutest little
Scamping
baby.
around. I mean, very cute, but it does. I'm just getting the visual of Christine holding her and smoking in the yard. Like, oh God, no.
Oh my gosh, what's that? I stand barefooted in my own front yard with a baby on my hip.
Oh God.
Christine's a redneck woman.
We can't sing too much or they're going to come for us.
Ooh, shit.
Now, Janelle says that she needs to stay practical. What a shock. Practical.
She's worried that her dreams might be crushed.
Oh. Now, Mona says, we never discussed what would happen if only 3 of you qualify for these loans. Now, remember, I told you not to make any late payments while we were gathering these things together. And Christine's like, oh, I think I've missed a payment. I think I missed a water payment. It's like, oh my God, these people. They are literally trying to qualify for home loans. And Christine's like, oh, well, I've never had to be responsible for paying my own bills. And I think I missed a water payment.
I forgot about my water bill.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to feel so bad if this is me.
Oh, really? Cody
Oh,
is
really?
mad about this. Cody is mad that she even brought it up. Really, Christine? Because that'd be the reason. It's about Janelle and Robyn and I. Is it, motherfucker?
Well, it is funny because we know that they're in this 30-day window of time, right?
Yeah.
So can we blame Christine? I'm going to go with yes. Should we? Probably not. But, like logic would tell you if you missed your water bill, it's not going to be determined late and sent to a collector and all this stuff in 30 days.
But in
Unless you
her
were
mind,
already
she's
behind.
scared. She's never paid the bills before. We just heard about that earlier in the
She doesn't know
episode.
how the world works.
It's her
Poor
first time
Christine.
paying the bills on her own.
Our
Janelle's
Disney
not doing it
princess.
anymore for
Yeah,
her.
Good Lord.
So she did this horrible thing.
Yeah. Well,
And then Cody.
Everyone's going to be fucked because of Christine.
Well, Cody gets mad at her for even bringing it up. Like she's selfish for thinking it would be her that would cause the problem.
And I thought it was that he was pointing out, you're an idiot. You missed a water bill. It's not going to derail you from buying a home. But
No, I think he was looking at her like, you're selfish for thinking it could be you that would be the problem here.
Well, either way, Christine is the problem.
It's so
Then
weird.
Mona is like, I'm going to pull out a piece of paper. I'm going to pull out the paperwork. She's got her papers in front of her, and she's going to drag this out for production, which I appreciate. Got to give Mona her flowers. I appreciate it.
Like, who's getting the roses here, Bachelor style? Who's getting approval?
Who's going to get pre-approval? Not even approval. Pre-approval.
Like, drawing it out like Survivor style. Who's getting voted off the island?
We've got, we probably do have an entire season of this. Look where we ended at season 3 and then at 4. So at the end of season 5, we're sitting at Mona's table doing paperwork.
Talking about surrogacy. No, not at Mona's table, but at every other fucking
Every
table.
other table.
God.
We're moving at a snail's pace here. The first document.
Oh, Chris, I would like to point out they're not moving at a snail's pace. They're moving at a slug's pace because they don't have a shell. They don't have homes. So moving at a slug's pace is more like it. Just saying.
Thank you for clarifying for the record. The first documents are handed to Janelle. And Janelle is approved. And Janelle is surprised. She is like, wow. Wow. Wow.
Well, first it's Meri and Cody, and everyone was like, wow, we knew that.
That's right. Meri and Cody were first.
Well, we forget about it because it
Yeah.
was just like a given.
Here you go. Yeah.
And that's why I don't understand why Cody was like throwing it in Christine's face. Like, oh, you're not the one to worry about.
Because
It's like,
he was annoyed that
No.
she didn't get she didn't comprehend that one water payment missed does not derail your credit in 30 days.
I don't believe that. I think he thought she was being selfish by bringing herself up.
Listen, the proof is in the pudding, honey.
Either way, Meri and Cody get approved. Janelle gets approved, and Janelle is just like, hallelujah.
Wow. Wow.
Who gets the next draw from the hat?
Christine is next on the list of document recipients, and the paper is slid to her, and Mona says, you are approved. And Christine tells us about her feelings. I missed the beginning.
I feel like she is like a little
She was
drugged up right now.
She's
perhaps.
all over the place. She probably is drugged up.
She's
Maybe
like,
this was that 1 week she was addicted to pills.
maybe
Yeah.
she had one beer before this.
Yeah, she might have had her
meeting.
one beer.
Her one cider. Christine feels like she's been failing a lot right now.
Yes.
She's overweight. She can't lose weight. She's failed at that.
She's been overweight her whole life.
She's been overweight her whole life. And so being approved for this was huge.
It was huge, she says.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Cut to Cody's healing cold sore. That's the next thing I noticed.
Also, okay, Cody's cold sore, but then we've got Christine as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over there on the couch still.
Yeah.
Why is her nose so fucking red?
She's just so worked up, I think, that her nose is so... That happens to me,
It's
too,
the
sometimes.
pills, and it's about being fat her whole life and then missing a water bill. Like, all of this adds up to, like, bright red nose.
I mean, I am pale. I'm a pale, pasty girl this time of year, living in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
No sunshine. I feel her on the bright red burning face in moments where you wish it didn't happen. Maybe not quite so much, knock on wood, I fucking hope not, that bright red Rudolph nose, but oh God. The thing that really, truly just got me going in this moment was the small, tiny violins that were playing.
Well, this is it. I was going to say, cue the dramatic music, because now we're going to move on to wife number 4.
And there's like angels with their tiny little hands playing tiny little violins.
The saddest music.
And their tiny little voices.
And then Robyn says, I didn't want my past marriage to affect this family.
I'm just waiting for the blow. Waiting for the blow.
Waiting for the blow. And Mona says, and Robyn. And then they get the shriek sound effect that they always do. And we cut to commercial break.
So many eye rolls from Robyn during all of this, by the way.
Eye rolls from Robyn?
Yeah. So many like exasperated eye rolls. That sounded so gross. That probably sounded off. She's doing these like exasperated
not
like eye
irritated,
rolls.
like what would you do?
Like these just automatic like humph like eye roll moments. Like drama, playing it up.
Of course.
Waiting for the blow. Didn't want my past marriage to affect this family again.
So after the commercial break, we come back and Robyn's still talking. And she's like, I was livid. All of the old hurts came to the surface.
They did.
If I don't get approved, we're still getting these houses. I don't care what happens. I'll do whatever it takes.
Chris is grabbing his tits right now.
And that's when I was imagining it going da-da-da-dun, da-da-dun. She'll do whatever it takes. She'll show off that shoulder. She'll let her ankle and her knee dance in front of a man for some money. She'll walk the streets. She will sell smack to the children on the playground. But she won't get a job. But she will sell her body. She will sell her drugs. She will offer her children to sell their bodies and drugs. But she will not get a job to make this happen. But she'll do whatever it takes.
I'll do whatever it takes.
But not work.
Except for work.
Yeah. And Mona says, and Robyn, ellipsis, you are approved. Kody goes, for real?
Goodness.
For real? For real?
Cody's in shock. Robyn says, I'm framing this piece of paper. I want to see that framed piece of paper right now in your current home, you dumb bitch.
You dumb bitch. She's like, oh, I know it's in tote number 732 in Cody's second garage. Like, oh my God. She's a hoarder.
Storage unit.
She's a hoarder. So she has so many pieces of paper framed, all from like debt relief and people doing things for her. This is such a special moment for me. It's
Saul's first piece of chewing gum.
It's from when I avoided having to be a prostitute to pay for my home.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Oh, this woman.
She's for sure that mom that has her children's baby teeth in a jar somewhere.
For real? For real? For real? Yes, for real, Kody. My God.
And then they show Saul chewing on a Sharpie.
I missed Saul chewing on a Sharpie.
I'm like, why do they show these things?
Oh, God. They're like, these parents aren't neglectful. Here's an infant or a baby chewing on a Sharpie.
Like, they did a close-up of him chewing on the end of a Sharpie, like a closed Sharpie.
Oh, God.
But it's like, well, what? You doing them dirty. Like, every parent knows that their kids are chewing on dumb shit every now and then. But why are you zoning in on that right now during this scene? Like, my goodness.
They just had to show how Robyn is mom of the year. Now,
Playing with that dangly necklace, chewing on a sharp,
chewing
on a Sharpie.
Thank you. I can see I'm having a positive effect on you.
We've got a lot of marbles in our mouth right now this episode.
Mona tells everyone that they can start construction in 5 weeks if they get all of their contracts in a row and make all of their construction selections. She says something along the lines of, she summoned the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned you, Kimber.
She sure did.
And she said, I'm going to have Kimber show up at your home.
She says, I hope that I put the fear of God in them.
Yes.
Hopefully. They still need the pre-approval come closing.
Yes.
That's what they all have forgotten here.
Right. So it's like Abby Lee Miller always says, it's one thing to get to the top. It's another thing to stay at the top. So,
like, don't get kicked in the teeth, ladies.
So it's one thing to get your credit score up to 600 and get a pre-approval letter. It's another to maintain your 600 credit score and get an approval when the loan is closing. So, Christine, stop missing your water bills.
Yeah.
And Robyn, get to walk in those streets.
Get to street walking, you dumb whore.
You dumb hussy. You hooker.
No.
Oh, sorry, hookers out there. I don't mean to disparage you. I don't want to compare you to Robyn Brown.
I believe they call themselves sex workers now, so Robyn's on a different level. We can call her a hooker.
We can call Robyn a hooker, yes. Kody asks, can we be in by Christmas? And Mona says, believe me, if he can do it, he will.
Yeah, the
Referring to
builder
the
would
builder.
like that.
Yeah, well.
He wants his money, honey.
Yeah, he'll try to build it. If it means that the loan clears, he'll do his best.
I don't think he'll be taking any blowies from old cold sore over there, but, maybe.
Blowies from old cold sore.
To pay for it.
Yes. Ooh, that's a good one. Blowies from old cold sore. You really topped yourself there.
Although it really was Kody in this episode that had the cold sore healing.
Yeah, but it was a gift from Robyn.
Yeah.
And this coming from the Holy Spirit.
I mean, it's all she could afford to give him, so he might as well take it.
Right? She's like, honey, I can't work, but I can give you a cold sore. I can give you some herp.
On your lerp.
Oh, God. Now we're going to cut to the whole family. We're going to have better times now, Kimber. Better times.
Are we?
The family is going to go visit the cul-de-sac. Because, once again, we've got another benchmark met. This is really important to the kids.
Oh, yeah.
That they got pre-approval. So now they're going to drag them all to the development to go look at a model home, which is actually cute. As a child, I would love to go see a model home. Well...
What are you talking about?
I would love to have the privilege of seeing a model home.
Mary,
when I
let's
was a
just
child.
lie our ass off.
I just mean if my parents were doing this and we were put in the minivan and driven to a place and told, leave the snow kites in the car and get outside and go into this thing. This is what we're going to build you. I'd be like, that's cool. I would like it.
Kody says that he thought that they should have sedated all the children before they got there so that they didn't break anything. And I can relate.
Yeah.
There are times that I wish I could sedate my children.
Yeah,
but
and there's like 437 of them, so it's like a whole thing.
God, I can't even imagine. No.
It's like a school trip, but it's just them going to look at their model home.
They go to the old kids on the couch. The old kids.
The oldest kids, yeah.
Yep. They show them on the couch and all of their back and forth of if they think that this is real or not. And if they believe that this is going to happen or not. And they're hemming and hawing like the whole family does all the time.
Yeah. And how things often don't work out for them. But they think this one will. The vibe overall is, you know what? I can see this shitstorm coming together into a ticky-tacky build a great home for us in a development in Las Vegas.
Right?
Dream big, dream high, dream wide.
Yep, those dung beetles are rolling the dung together for once, and this shitstorm is gonna make...
We heard it in the filming. Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Thank you.
We did.
They were showing an outside shot, and it was like, like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Sounds like
that.
Minnesota in July.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
Don't
all the
even.
family arrives. They all get out of all of their vehicles. They're all holding the rope so no one gets lost on the way into the model home. And they're all looking around. And the kids have enthusiasm. They're excited. They're, looking in rooms.
They show little gangly, tall
little
Truly with
Truls.
her wispy little blonde
Yep.
hairs. She's so cute.
Little truly scrumptious, looking like she's somehow elderly and a small child at the same time.
Right?
Like she should be in a nursing home.
They put her in such overtly feminine, girly little clothes, probably because of the lack of hair, that it's
Right.
okay, yep, this is a little girl.
She literally looks like she's wearing a little old lady outfit. Like
Yeah.
what old women wear when they're like, got up and got my coffee and I'm
Yes.
going to do my crossword this morning.
But I immediately just was like, oh my gosh, I want to hold her and
Yes.
also
She's very
come
cute.
on.
Yeah,
Get out
very
of here
cute.
with that. Every time that I see Truly, I'm just like, oh my God, stop with the cuteness, because I can't with that little bald, fluffy head.
Yeah, truly scrumptious.
Anyway,
When the family goes outside, Kody tells all the moms to go where their homes will be on their properties.
go to your spots.
Go to your spots.
Go to your spots.
And then the kids follow them. At some point, one of them says, I have an extra child over here. Did you see who that was?
Maybe one
Maybe
of
it was
Robyn's
Robyn.
girls,
I
or
don't know.
yeah.
I love how one of the four wives had an extra child with her and was making a joke about it. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter.
I was more distracted by the fact that Kody in a voiceover was saying, they've really bought into it here.
Yeah. Well,
And then he says, I feel like yelling, hallelujah.
yes. What a relief. What a blessing. I feel like yelling, hallelujah. And then after the episode wrapped, I was singing, hallelujah. Yeah.
I mean,
On repeat.
they
over and
ended
over
it
again.
at the cul-de-sac yet again with all the children.
With all the children.
End of season 3. End of season 4. Beginning of season 5.
Yes, yes.
All the children in the
Will
cul-de-sac.
they be in their homes by Christmas?
Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they?
Well, if Kimber as the Holy Spirit has anything to do with it, they will not.
Nope. All that I have come to the conclusion of at the end of this episode is that you and I are the ones that are probably going to hell. All the
Aw.
judging.
No. No.
I'm fine. It's good company, darling. It's good company. I'd rather be in hell with you than in heaven with Kody Brown, probably.
This is Leon will be there being like, you're wrong and terrible. Like, oh, God. Oh, God.
Get me out of here.
Oh, the judgment. The cruelty. We have come to the point of our episode where we have to, by law, say who is our mustard seed and who is our shit stain. Because you are a woman and because I am a traditionalist and I have a penis,
You're going to go first?
but I'm a big Kody Brown fan, so I'm going to go first with my mustard seed. And my mustard seed this week, I wasn't prepared to go first. I was actually going to give it to you.
I know
and
you
then
were. That's why I did that to
It's
you.
a cruel world. It's a cruel world. Oh, God. Who's my mustard
Oh,
seed gonna
men,
be?
you guys just get the shit under the stick all the time.
I know. It's true. It's true. I think I'm going to give my mustard seed this episode to one Meri Brown. Meri Brown has been through the ringer. She has been put through the ringer again. And she went through that ringer a third time. And then the Holy Spirit showed up and shoved itself in her nostril and put her through the ringer a fourth time.
Checked out her ovaries.
Said, there's nothing happening here. This vagina is dry. And Meri was not treated well by her child. Meri was not treated well by her husband. This is a theme. And I feel bad for one Meri Brown. So I'm giving her my mustard seed. Not because she did anything positive. Did she do anything positive this episode?
She didn't talk much.
I was going to say, all she had to do was kind of defend herself and whatever. So yeah, I'm going to give my mustard seed to Meri because she was maybe the least idiotic. Let's go with that. Yeah. Who's your mustard seed, darling?
This is a tough one for me because everybody did some shit to piss me off, which they always do. But I feel like this one was particularly oh my God. My mustard seed is going to Maddie for not giving into the bullshit and being kind of a hard ass when it came to the interview. because it was very apparent that they were trying to get emotion and milk an interview out of Maddie. And they did do a cute scene with Maddie and her friends, and she kept it clean. She kept it cute. And I probably would have at that age been wearing matching t-shirts with my girls too and strutting stuff down the street, being all cute, and then playing hard ass in the confessional situation. So I'm going to give her my mustard seed because I think that they tried to play her dirty and she didn't let them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, once again, I am the man. I have a penis, so I should go first.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm going to give my shit stain to one Miss Robyn Brown, Robyn Sullivan, Robyn Jessup, Robyn whatever else her last name could be on her credit report.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Robyn, where do I even start? The lies, the fraud, the laziness, the mental incapacity. Everything about it. Everything about her this episode was so gross to me.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly the lying, obviously lying about the past as a broad stroke.
Egregious. Just egregious.
It is terrible. But then what gets me even more is then the current day, oh, I don't want this to affect my family. The things that happened to me in the past. It's like your past, your life. Life hasn't just happened to you, Robyn. And there's something about people that approach life where everything is just life happening to them.
Yeah,
where
victim mentality.
They don't take any ownership for anything. And life does throw curveballs to us. There are things that are out of our control, but that's not everything. And she makes it sound like it's everything, and it's not. And her past choices, she's having ramifications for, and she wants to make it sound like she doesn't want it to affect the family. I feel like as a way to elicit them to do more for her and to solve her problems for her.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous.
Like, leave it down to 2 weeks, 1 week, whatever. Like,
Right.
You had the capability to do way more before all of this. You could have been going to your sister wives and saying, hey, can you guys help me with like Saul or whoever? And I need to go and take care of some things so that we can get this done. No, she obviously didn't do that. She waited until somebody came to her and said, no, you need to handle this situation. I just think that she was trying to sell a bill of lies this entire episode. The lack of tears shows the level of manipulation, because usually the tears would be flowing. It's so phony and there's something gross going on. And I think that she manipulated this family into bringing her in. And then I also think, like, I'm piggybacking on your shit stain, what I would have said, because she brings her baby sister in.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a ploy to get more money for her family. I feel like there's something weird about her all of a sudden deciding to move her baby sister in with them if they get the homes, and trying to introduce her as a new character, and then it doesn't go anywhere. I think it was like a ploy because this baby sister has to be like over 18. So they probably know that they would have had to pay her if she became a regular on the show. I feel like there was something weird going on there as well.
There's something with it because although I'm not sure if we see Tara Lise again in the future, we do see other Robyn family members move into her home and care for her children. Now, they're not stars of the show, but there is an element of Robyn bringing in her family for the payroll to raise her children, because she's doing what? What is Robyn doing?
Yeah.
She can't raise her own kids.
I don't get it.
I don't want to say raise. That sounds dramatic. I'm making it sound dramatic. Not everyone who has a nanny isn't raising their children. I don't want to broad brush stroke that. But like, this bitch doesn't have a job. This bitch is designing jewelry on graph paper, and it's doodles that someone else is actually making. She's not even... She's a shit stain.
Yeah.
She's a shit stain. Now, according to the rules of science and the laws of this government, you are not allowed to have the same shit stain as me.
I just had to piggyback and say my reasons for why I would have chosen her to be my shit stain.
Well, Tara Lise, I don't think we're going to see her again, unfortunately.
Well, Terralise is getting my real shit. I'm just kidding.
That bitch.
That bitch
She was on screen for like half a second.
She looked at me wrong through the TV and I didn't like it.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to go with Leon.
I was going to say Leon, if not
Leon
Robyn.
on their high horse, riding extra high because of the honor society. Whatever.
Nerd. Loser.
You deserve to have a swirly in the toilet, nerd.
Yes.
Throw that nerd in the trash can.
Yeah. No street smarts. All you got is book smarts.
Coming from someone who also is a nerd. Not honor society, but honor roll, Chris.
Definitely not the same thing.
Well,
I think honor roll's the Walmart version of the honor
Sure.
society.
we'll go with that. I'm
And
fine taking
Leon is looking at you like this. Nose up.
Nose up.
Judgment.
Well, I'm going to kick Leon in the teeth right now because I got to
Leon
tell
in the
you.
tooth.
Leon, how dare you talk to your mother that way?
How very dare you.
You ungrateful brat. I just couldn't believe the hatred that was coming from Leon's face.
Yeah.
Those facial expressions were that of pure anger. I am sure that I spoke to my mother in horrible ways at that age as well. And in hindsight, I very much regret it. And I have, as an adult, told my mother so.
Oh,
I
please.
have. I have.
Well, you don't get brownie points for apologizing about being a
No,
teenager.
but I have. I've been like, Mom, like, now that I know what you were going through, please forgive me.
Sob story. Okay,
No.
yeah. So Leon
But-
was a bitch.
It pisses me off that they just keep on keeping on with this narrative for Meri, and everyone's
Yeah.
just so insensitive. And it's like Leon, as an only child, should be super in tuned to their mother. And even my little kids, when they know I'm upset or like have seen me upset, will ask me if I'm okay. So to have such anger and such a sensitive subject thrown in your face by your own child, it just, I don't know, something about it just really made me mad and I didn't like it at all. And I hope that Leon has apologized to Meri. Like
Yeah.
I apologized to my mother
Well.
for telling her she was a dumb bitch probably at some point.
The
but
Holy
whatever.
Spirit is an example to follow.
Admit your wrongdoings, Leon. Tell your mother you're sorry.
Apologize to Meri.
Or go to the dark side.
And another element of the Leon story is whatever's going on with their dead name at this time.
True.
Leon is clearly struggling with other things and trying to figure themselves out in a world that is surrounded by polygamy and religious dogma and whatnotness. And I don't think it's, I went off for it up as an excuse, but I think it is it's a part of the piece of the puzzle. I
Right.
think.
Like they're doubling down so hard on everything and it's like overcompensating.
It's like uber conservative senators that are like, in the bathroom getting blowjobs from the same
Right.
gendered
Like
person.
finding glory holes
Yeah.
and train stations.
And they're
right.
like the loudest protesters. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
And people that are dealing with a lot, express themselves in some not great ways.
I can see that. And it sucks that the person that's probably closest to them is taking the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess sometimes my biggest problem with this show when they're talking to people and giving such hard interviews where it's aggressive and maybe catches someone off guard. What's weird about that to me is it feels like they don't talk about it off camera and that it's being suppressed and all of a sudden it comes out because of the questions that the producers are asking. But also it makes me wonder what they talk to each other behind the scenes too. So it's it could go both ways, right? This behavior is being brought out because of the interviews, or do you talk worse to each other behind the scenes? I don't know.
I guess based on Christine's book and some other tidbits, I think in general, they don't talk about
Yeah.
things. And so when it's brought up on camera, then they fester and it's around and it's whatever. And
it's heated.
because, flashback to season 1 when Christine left the stage when they were doing their, whatever it's called, their tell-all, their reunion, their whatever they call it on this show. And they didn't film for like 3 or 4 days because Christine was so pissed. And then they came back and through editing made it look like she just left for a little while and then came back. So they obviously have some things that they don't communicate well about.
But I think that the kids probably talk to their parents worse off camera than they do on camera. I think that maybe is like a parent thing, that they don't talk enough because their households are more separate than they would lead us to believe. But I think the kids probably with their parents would maybe talk more off camera, because I can tell from the kids' interview is that they're holding back most of the time. So I think that Leon probably talks to Meri like that frequently off camera.
And I think Kody does the whole I agree with Leon thing regularly.
Yeah, Kody likes to pit people against each other.
Yes, if anyone's going to be adversarial against Meri, Cody's going to take their side.
Yeah. So while I can have empathy for Leon's position and knowing what they've been through and the struggles that they're mentally going through at this time and the gymnastics that they're going through, I also think that it still sucks that you would take it out on someone who obviously loves you so much.
With the ushering in of season 5, the celestial season is what I'm going to call it. We'll see if that happens. Let's see if I remember that. Now on Spotify, we're going to offer subscribers the opportunity to hear these episodes early and ad-free. And so if you're listening on Spotify, you can sign up for that.
If you want to hear from us 1 week early.
And ad-free.
And ad-free.
Yes. So
this is Jesus Christ telling you that you can now.
Well, and we appreciate the support. And literally, if you're like, I'm tired of listening to ads, or like you see next week's title and you're like, I just can't control myself. You're like, Kimber, when it comes to the Dolphins, you just can't control yourself.
I mean, the Dolphins can't control themselves when it comes to me. Let's be real here.
This is it. So check out the Spotify subscriptions if you listen on Spotify. Otherwise, check out our Patreon. We have even more content there. Thumbs up all around. Our Keep Sweet moment this week comes to us from Lisa. Lisa left a comment on a recent episode on Patreon. And Lisa says, I love you both so much. Your podcast brings me such joy. Wow, I never knew these things about dolphins. And Kimber's impression of a dolphin was scary good. I will emphasize scary. It was very scary, and it was good. It was really good. I literally thought when I was listening back to it, I'm like, it sounds like a sound effect. It really does. That was straight up Kimber making those dolphin noises. It was. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for joining our Patreon. If you want our love, give us 5 stars. If you really want the Holy Ghost to smother you with affection,
poke us with your snoots in the butts. Leave us a good comment.
Leave us 5 stars and leave a review saying, Chris and Kimber warm my bosom. It's like Chris and Kimber have slid across our pre-approval paper and we're going to give them 5 stars. If we light up your life, light up ours. Give us 5 stars.
If you want us to frame your review, then you do the right thing. And you leave us 5 stars.
Do the right thing.
Dumb little hookers.
You hooker, you better make it good. Make it good, hooker.
Oh my God, I can't.